Hi, it's the girl out there right here with you. It's me, Cindy. And this week I am so excited because I am here with Hudson Devlin. Hi, Hudson. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. So for everyone who doesn't know who you are, can you tell us who you are?
I'm your son.
You are my son.
Yeah.
And do you want to share a little bit about you?
I'm grade 6. I go to Seymour Heights Elementary School, and I like soccer and hockey.
Soccer and hockey. That's amazing. And is there anything else that you want to share that's interesting about you?
I don't think so.
Nothing yet?
Nothing yet.
All right. So I asked you if you could be on the Girl Out There podcast because so many people ask, what is it like to live in a house with somebody like me?
It's pretty cool because you can just bring home these cool stuff from your work and stuff. And there's this bowl and you hit it with a kind of stick thing and you roll it and you can kind of clear the room and it you can feel it getting cleared, and that's pretty cool. Same with this little thing, a stick of hay or dry and stuff, and you burn the tip and you run it around the room and it clears it.
And it clears it.
Yeah.
And so when that's called a singing bowl or a sound bowl, right?
Yeah.
And you like to do that yourself.
Yeah, it's fun.
Right. And when you hold that sound, the bowl, how does it feel for you inside?
It feels like I'm in control for a second. I'm controlling the energy right now.
So for a long time, I did not do the work I'm doing now, did I? No. And now, because you talk now about this is the work I do you want to tell people what it is I do? In your terms, can you explain it the way you think it is?
So I think what you're doing right now is you're doing sessions like Reiki sessions and all that kind of stuff to help people if they're going through some depression or if they need some help in life. And basically it's just you're a little human med kit.
I'm a human. Oh, Hudson.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So you if someone's going through depression, just by a session, you can make them already feel better.
Thank you. I like that. That's such a nice way to put it. And I should say we did not talk about what we were going to talk about before this session, and I've never heard you describe it that way. And so, yes, so now say that I do a lot of sessions, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, and it's with people all over. And are you scared of me doing this work? What is this sidekick work that you call it? What is it? What do you think it's like? How would you describe that?
I don't really have a problem with it. It's just a cool way to do your work. It's it's a cool job. You're not in an office 24/7 just typing. You're actually interacting with people and stuff.
And where does all that information that I get, where does it come from?
It kind of just comes from if you're doing Reiki and you're getting all that information, it's their energy, their bad energy coming into your hands. So then you get it for a second and you can feel it. That's why you might go through some emotions while doing Reiki.
Oh, do you want to describe what happens when you see me doing a session sometimes? With your words, not with, because people might not be able to see you. Because people aren't in our house. You can just.
I see a lot of tears. You cry a lot. You can get really happy sometimes and you can just be
So when I'm doing an energy session, a Reiki session for somebody else, and that usually you sometimes might see me, I use my hands, right? But they're not in front of me. Does that make you feel nervous?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No. And so what was it like you and I had talked a little while ago about the energy in your room. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Well, before we gave my room like a little makeover, it was like a tiny room, and there was just something about like the energy in there that made me skeptical to sleep in there. And it was kind of tricky because I'd be up all night thinking someone's watching me and the energy and stuff.
And so what tools do you now have to stay in your room and to feel safe?
Like saying, this is my house, I shouldn't be scared. This is like my house. It's been cleared a couple times. And now that it's all like new, it's like a new fresh start to my room.
And you feel in control.
Yeah.
Yes. And so also when we were talking, back when I used to be in front of a computer and I was doing that kind of work versus now that I'm here and doing all of this energy and all of this Reiki, do you feel scared to be in the house alone or to be downstairs? How do you think it is for kids if they had a mom who worked like this?
Well, I feel like it makes me personally, it makes me feel safer because like you're not kind of, when you're doing Reiki, you're not like throwing the energy out everywhere. You're keeping it like in one sturdy place in your hands.
And did you learn how to do Reiki yourself?
Yes.
And what was that like for you?
It was cool.
And so what do you think that everyone can be sidekick?
Yeah. It takes a bit of practice, but anyone can do it.
And so if you could give anybody advice about using their intuition, you want to tell the story about how you used your intuition?
Well, there was one time I was singing one of Eminem's songs, but I was like kind of remixing it. So I was like, his palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti. And then I was just singing that, his palms are sweaty, meat loaf, mom spaghetti, because I felt like saying that. And then I figured out that day he made a restaurant called Mom Spaghetti.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. There are so many ways, right, that we can be using our intuition. And do you ever feel silly when you say things like that, or when you're asking questions, or when you're talking about energy?
I don't. Not really, actually.
You can say yes.
No, because like I feel like at first I was like, whoa, you're taking energy, and then once I got used to it, and I'm like, okay, this is actually like serious.
And what about, do your friends ever ask questions about what I do?
Not often, but one of my friends says you're a superhero.
And that's nice.
They say you have like superpowers and stuff.
And how does that make you feel?
Oh, kid with cool mom.
Well, that is nice to hear. Do you want to share the story about, before we go, about how you rake with the raking of a lemon?
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
So there's one night and she cut 2 slices of lemon on like a little cutting board, and I was kind of questioning, and she's like, come here. And then she's like, try this lemon. And I was like, ooh, sour. And then she did Reiki on the other one, and I tried it and I could eat it with a straight face.
That's right. Well, Hudson, you know what? I think one of the biggest things for us is always to be able to share and talk, right?
Mhm.
And I thought it would, since lots of people have asked, what is it like for your kids to be in this house with all of this going on? And I really like that we were able to talk like this and that you could share a little bit about what it's like to be in a house with me.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else that you wanted to say?
I have a question for you.
Oh, oh,
Has like work right now with all that's going on and all these podcasts, has it kind of like been wrecking your social life? Like, have you not been able to, have you not been able to get out much with your friends and stuff?
yes, Hudson. Yes, Hudson. This is me. My my life has become you and work. Would you like me to ask you? Would you like to ask me another question, Hudson? Sure. Let's have you be the podcaster. Go.
Feel like the host right now.
Yeah, you can be the host. Go. What other question would you like to ask me?
Um, what like got you into this kind of stuff?
Oh, okay. I was really loving when I started to do Reiki. I really loved the feeling of helping people and watching them get better. And then I knew I had to do it more and more. Remember when you were little and I would have all of those people come into the house?
Mhm.
And that's when I really loved it. And do you remember, Hudson, about a year ago when I was wanting to give up and was working so hard and you looked at me? I wonder if you remember this. And you said, Mom, you just did 6 sessions today. And you always say, nothing is impossible. You can keep going.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh, did you disappear?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have another question?
Mm, no.
No. Okay. Well, do you have anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great evening. I know who you'll be spending it with.
Yeah, Lucy.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boop.